Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's movie review here, and I'd like to review for you guys a movie I just watched called Macho. This one was sent to me for review by Warner Brothers. If you guys do get a chance to check it out, be sure to let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'm always very curious what my viewers think of movies. I'll include more information, click the links, first one, down in the description. I did also post an unboxing of this, so if you guys are curious about the disc art or the inside or some of the technical aspects of that, just search for Macho on my channel. Now, this is the newest Clint Eastwood movie, and I really have to question if this is his final movie, unless he has something like in the works now. He is 91 years old, and I feel like it is really caught up to him. It is really showing. I mean, yeah, he didn't look great in his past couple movies, but in this one, he really seems to be real thin and real frail. And it just is very obvious that, you know, he probably doesn't have a whole lot of time left. And it makes me sad that, you know, everything that I've seen of his since Gran Torino has been so great. And I wish that maybe he had made more movies, but at the same time, I understand, you know, he's not as young as he used to be. So in this movie, he plays a rancher or a cowboy, 91-year-old cowboy. I guess they don't say his age in the movie, but he's 91 years old, so he's pretty old. And the guy, his boss, says, you know, the horses, they're just not as good as they used to be. You're not really producing like you used to. I'm really gonna have to let you go. But I guess he's still like paying his bills or something. They kind of glossed over that quickly. And so he ends up asking him to go to Mexico to get his son and bring him back, because at some point he had gone to Mexico and he had a child with a Mexican woman, and the child stayed there, and he's now 13, I believe it was 13 or 14. I'm pretty sure it was 13. And he wants him to go down there and get him and bring him back. Almost a kidnapping. And he gets there, and something's real off with the mom. She has a lot of money, and she's almost acting like a drug cartel kind of thing. And I don't know if they ever fully explained it, other than that she just had money. And she's like, if you can find him, you can take him. And so he finds him, and she's like, no, you're not taking him. And the mother wasn't really treating him right and was kind of abusing him, and he was afraid to even go home because he would be abused, and he kind of hints at maybe some sexual abuse as well as physical abuse. And so Clint Eastwood decides to take him back to Texas to live with his dad, and they have to go on this road trip across Texas. But she's alerted the authorities, and so they are looking for them, and, you know, if he gets caught or whatever, he's going to get arrested and go to jail for the rest of not much time he has left. But they end up kind of just going across Mexico, trying to avoid the authorities, and they end up coming to this town, and the people there, there's not a lot of people there, it's a real small town, and they end up kind of helping a lot of people, and, you know, he kind of helps that boy kind of grow into his own. And it's a good story. It's a really good story. It is a little slow. There's a lot of parts where there's not a whole lot happening. There's one scene where Clint Eastwood's character is kind of like taming a wild Mustang. And man, does it look cheesy, because I'm like, this guy should not be on a horse, a wild horse, you know. And I mean, it obviously wasn't him. And it just, to me, it was just kind of this scene that didn't really fit, because he's too old to be trying to break wild horses, and it was obvious that it was somebody else on the horse. And they kind of make some money that way, and they meet these women. And again, the woman he meets, she's like way too young for him, but she seems to be very attracted to him. I mean, they don't ever have like a romance, but it seems like she's interested in a romance with him. So I did enjoy this one, but I don't feel it's quite as good as a lot of his more recent titles. And like I say, I think a lot of it is just because, you know, he's getting older. I mean, he's past older. And he's just not really capable of doing as much. And, you know, he's kind of... And it's sad to see. And it's just a little tough to see, I guess. And, you know, he just doesn't do quite as much. But I did like it. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for our videos, Chess videos. And I'll see you guys next time.